The Swarm update went live yesterday and it first appeared to be just another expedition, but it's shaping up to be an all-out galactic war that is leading up to the 10th anniversary. The main bulk of this update is indeed the expedition. The Swarm expedition is the 22nd and introduces a new enemy. This enemy is mostly only in the expedition, 3 different enemy types, only one of which can be found in the base game. First are the space drones. These fly in formation, swarming their enemies. They hit decently hard and, due to the swarming, really add to the feeling of scale for space battling. The second enemy is the big hive of glass. This is the big bad, the mothership for the drones. The hive will show up with lots of smaller versions around it and produce waves of swarming drones. It's pretty dang badass, honestly. The hive of glass itself looks like a cross between the Death Star and Anubis' Goa'uld, an ancient hybrid planet-destroying ship from Stargate, only with a black and red Atlas style theme to it. Add to that the hive-type aspect from Wraith ships, and you've got yourself the hive of glass. These 2 enemies appear to be expedition only, and at first you may think that's such a waste. It's a really cool enemy. Why only have it in such a time-limited event such as this expedition? But it does make sense and fits with what they appear to be going for. This expedition is about the entire player base banding together to fight an immense galactic threat, one that threatens everything. It wants us gone, and in turn, the Atlas too. It's a fight for the very simulation we find ourselves in. Once we beat this threat, it shouldn't be in the base game, as we beat it. That brings me to the third enemy. These are planet-side drones that appear when you mess with crashed elite space drones. Essentially, all planets that are both dissonant and have salvageable scrap have these crashed elite drones dotted around them. If you use your Gravitino call to mess with them, it will summon a few smaller land-based drones of the same type to protect the remains. This is all that is in the base non-swarm expedition game, the evidence of the war. I think that's super cool. Now, this expedition is not like a normal expedition. For one, it only has 3 phases, it doesn't really follow the usual steps, at least not the full format. One of the main aspects is that you cannot complete it on your own. By that I mean the last several milestones are community goal based. This expedition will last 8 weeks, ending just before the 10th anniversary date. During these 8 weeks, the player base can compete with each other to do 1 to 3 short daily missions to help out in the fight. These efforts will eventually lead to building a sort of weapon we can use against the hive of glass and eventually will destroy it. You could focus on the fact that as dailies it means it's all time gated. You can do each of the 3 possible missions once per day. But if you could just get the whole thing completed in one day without anyone else's help, it wouldn't really be a badass galactic war that requires the entire player base. This whole thing is constructed like a huge one-off event that those involved will remember every time they think of this game. Now, you may be thinking, well, if it's just dailies, I can just wait for everyone to do the work and log in near the end to get the complete and get my basic expedition rewards. Technically, you can do that, but they've added a reason for you to put in some effort. At the beginning of the Swarm expedition, you will be asked some questions, and after, you will be assigned a team and colour. There are the Royal, Sage and Weavers, which are represented by red, green and blue respectively. While all teams have the same goal of constructing the prismatic core and defeating the hive of glass, we're also competitive. And of course, Sages rule, and those arrogant Royals and filthy Weavers just suck so hard. So we're also competing against each other, to be the team that contributes the most and is remembered for all time. The team that contributes the most will actually be immortalised in the anomaly for the rest of No Man's Sky's existence. One of the rewards from the expedition is also a set of flags in your team's colour, meaning that you'll even be able to show every visitor to your bases just how superior to them you are, well, if you join Team Green anyway. Now, it appears that your team is locked in. Not only is it not possible to change it through any means I'm aware of, but your team is locked into your entire account. On top of that, you don't get to choose, you are assigned. Also, the questions you answer to get your team don't matter to the team you get. Me and Jason Plays did a special sponsored stream from the update yesterday, and we both did the exact same responses to the questions. He joined those useless arrogant Royals, and I was fortunate enough to join the epic Sages. Dark Lord Zelric, who had decided that Sages were Gek, went on to find he had been sorted into Team Green, and after resisting the deletion of his account from his fury toward the Gek, he spent hours trying to save edit his team to a different colour, including rolling back to pre-swarm update saves. Nothing he did could change it. This means that either something in your account determines your team, or when you first connect to the servers when doing the questions, it will assign you a team and then connect that team to your account, and no matter how much you edit on your end, it will always revert to the team their servers have for you. Now, I do think this is a good idea and the best way to do it. If we could choose our teams, or save edit to change, everyone would just join the winning team. I expect this system enforces an equal amount of players to each team, which statistically will even things out about as best as they can, making individual effort more important than ever. In other words, Team Green rules get wrecked everybody else. You are probably also wondering about the rewards for the expedition, and in my opinion, they are absolutely worth obtaining. For those new to expeditions, or No Man's Sky in general, here is a super basic Expedition 101 video. It's very newbie oriented, and keeps things simple. After that, I'd also recommend this for anyone of any veteran or not status for getting the most out of expeditions. The rewards I'll cover are the phase rewards. These are rewards that once earned are unlocked and available on any current and future save on that account. First, we have the basic title, banner and decal specific to this expedition. Then we have the 3 great posters. We always get cool posters to build in our bases, but this time there's one for each team. We also get a set of flags in our own team colours as mentioned before. Then we have the really cool ones, a full Direwasp armour set. For those new folk, customizations like these armour sets, they are purely aesthetic. Your appearance can be whatever you want out of what you have earned and unlocked, and does not affect stats. This set really gives a good Wasp soldier feel, looks super cool. To go with this set is a jetpack that apparently oscillates to mimic insect wings on the back, very cool. And a really nice touch is the unique multi-tool rewarded in the Swarm Expo. It's a super cool looking rifle, it is chunky yet sleek, and looks like it really packs a ton of power. Now, I have redeemed and upgraded this weapon to S class, and I'm sorry to say it isn't competitive in its bonuses for really any weapon. It has the bonus stats of a rifle, which is about as weak as they come. The one I got has what I believe are the same supercharged for everyone. They come in this shape. This is not a bad shape. It's not as good as a cube, of course, or an L with the other on the corner like for a bolt caster, but having 2 sets of 2 of these slots side by side is still a very nice setup for an all-round weapon, allowing you to boost 2 technologies really well. You could probably actually do a good bolt caster one with this as well. The bonuses, as mentioned, are awful. 6.8% for damage, 0 for mining, and 17.1 for scan. Scan doesn't matter really, for those unaware, it does not affect your analysis bonuses, so no worries on that being low. Mining is kinda meh also, not too important. Damage is the big one, but with these supercharged slots and that lower damage bonus, you can easily rip through anything in the game. Also remember, these stats I've given are at S class. So if you love the look of this, there's no reason not to make it your main weapon. If you guys want them, I'll whack up another short video on the interesting patch notes from this update. I figured with all of the info on the Swarm Expedition and what it's about, it was its own video already. So how do you feel about this update and the expedition? Is it an epic event leading up to the 10th anniversary, a big celebration, or is it just annoying you can't complete the content right away and the whole event doesn't really interest you? Also, what team did you get? Whatever you got, you probably just need to add a hint of Sage. Peace.